Hey guys, Phoenix Remain here, and this is my review of The Real Housewives of Potomac. But if you haven't done so, please take a few seconds to subscribe to me. If you already have, thank you very much. I really do appreciate it, and I look forward to doing more videos for you. I just did my Real Housewives of Atlanta video, and as I said in that video, a lot of you aren't watching my Potomac videos, so I don't know how much longer I will continue. But it's a fun show, so I'll do a few more. Let's see if the interest picks up. But this is going to be a real short video. So Katie takes over the Ross Foundation, which is named after her father and her philanthropy endeavors, where she's trying to raise money for a variety of charities, Boys and Girls Club to name one. And but most of this episode was Katie being super thirsty. She is extremely desperate for Andrew to marry her, and she is constantly on him. Marry me, marry me, marry me, make more babies, marry me, make more babies. And Andrew finally told her at the end of this episode, look, if you weren't pressing me so hard to get married, we would have been married 6 months ago. And she's looking at him like, motherfucker. But she's still constantly pressing him, and her desperation is awful. It's so sad to see a girl that pretty basically begging a man for marriage. And you should never beg a man to marry you, because if you force him to marry you, strong arm him, you're going to get a divorce, because he didn't want to do shit anyway. So, and he's going to cheat. So Katie's thirst is just annoying. It's the most annoying part of the show. And then the rest of the show was just an apology fest. So that's why this ain't going to be much. Because on Real Housewives of Atlanta, or any Real Housewives show, it's all about the girls arguing, hating each other, making up. It's a vicious cycle. We've seen it with Nene. Now she's friends with Cynthia and Sheree again. They have these knockdown, drag-out fights. It's caused lots of drama. The ratings rise. But you're all stuck on the show together, so you got to make up, because they're not going to pay for anybody new to come on the show. And that's why I was so surprised the fights got so nasty so quick. And then now a whole episode dedicated to everybody making up. So Karen invites Giselle somewhere. I can't, some place. It looked kind of cheap to me. But to apologize to Giselle formally. And Giselle accepts Karen's apology because they're on the show together. And then Ashley, Katie, Michael, and Andrew. That's Ashley and Michael. That's her husband. And Katie is the one who's constantly begging Andrew to marry her. And they just gossip about the other girls. And they pretty much are setting Ashley up because she doesn't realize who Karen and Charisse really are. So as we saw in the Super trailer, they're going to be on her and telling her she don't belong in Potomac and all this kind of shit. So the shit's going to go down eventually. But right now it was all nice. And what I really appreciated about this episode was Robin, because Robin was really honest and did something that you don't see housewives do, which basically said, bitch, I'm broke, I'm selling my dress. You know what I'm saying? So it was in her history with Juan, growing up together, both his parents died of AIDS and were drug addicted, and her family raised him, and he was crying at the wedding, and it just made you want them to be together and to heal their broken family. So I really like that, which is when Ashley, in the next episode, they showed Ashley talking about they only had $25 in their account and filing for bankruptcy. I felt sorry for her, because these bitches are so about money that, she's about to be in some hot water catfight type shit. But she don't look like she had a backbone for it, despite seemingly aggressive in the beginning. Then we saw Karen's daughter going to prom, and she has a white boyfriend, and I think her mother was more excited about her boyfriend being white than him being a good person, like she was saying, because she's so pretentious. Who cares if he's got a white boyfriend? I think it would have been better if you didn't even mention that he was white. We can see he's white. So don't. It's just the way some shit is done. This is a new world. Interracial relationships are the norm now. So her whole speech about, bringing him into the family, whatever, bitch, please. Then we got Karen and Charisse getting together to have Katie and Ashley try on bikinis for her daughter. That's some weird ass fucking shit right there. So it was like, are they lesbians? Are they getting off on seeing these two hot chicks, running around in bikinis with the ass out and shit? Why would she even buy a bikini for her daughter? I mean, you give the daughter the money and let her buy the shit herself. And just, you may take the daughter to buy bikinis, but it's just weird ass shit. That's some bullshit right there. Borderline lesbian. I have some lesbian friends that would say the same damn thing. Um, then we have Ashley's whiskey tasting, where Charisse is still being a bitch, but then when Giselle tells Giselle she was upset she got called a thought, and Giselle says you were having thottish behavior, but she apologized and Giselle accepted and they hugged. Charisse was like, oh shit, I'm the only one who hasn't been friends with Giselle yet. So she ran around the table, asked her to stand up, or told her to stand up, gave her a hug and apologized and said, if a 26-year-old can be, is being more mature than I am, she said it on camera, then, I need to apologize too. So, like I said, this was the apology episode. And then finally, you know, that was it. I'm looking at my notes. Shit, that was it. Anything else that happened was just really boring bullshit. Didn't mean nothing. But hopefully, I'm looking forward to next week. I really hope Robin put Ashley in her place and really cause some shit to happen. But that was the Real Housewives of Potomac. I wanted to keep this video short, and I did. So hopefully you watched it, you enjoyed it, and you can also follow me on social media, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, LinkedIn. All those links will be over in the box, and I will talk to you soon.